just like in virtual reality, where in the virtual reality you put the goggles on, and let's just say that you're playing a race car driving game, right? And as you're driving the race car, you look outside, and to the right side of you, you've got this red car, right? And when you turns from the red car, you turn your head with the goggles on, right? But it's a VR game, so you can actually see the entire landscape. And what happens is as you're turning, right, the mathematical models show how this works when they build the video games. And so what's happening is your brain is actually creating the car that you see on the right-hand side. And you turn, and your brain sees a red Mustang, whatever, right? I'm just making up a certain kind of car. On the left-hand side, when you turn this way, you're seeing a white, Ferrari, Porsche, whatever. And your brain is actually creating these, right? You are creating the things that you see as you see them, and as you turn away from them, you're deleting them from your brain. I mean, it's a proven mathematical algorithm, right? This is how they build these games to work in these VR worlds. Well, what they've now proven is that this is actually what we do here, and that most scientists are looking at it that space and time itself is the one variable that doesn't ever change, right? Like it's the constant. So it's the thing that they measure everything else from. So they think that our consciousness is coming from this, these neurons, right? Or things that are in our brain that are firing. But the fact is that that's not actually the case. And space and time itself is even being created from us. It is actually our experience, which is creating the reality all the time. So the tennis ball that's in your hand isn't in your hand until you perceive it there. And it's like, I know this to be the case, but it blows my mind. It just is. So therefore you can jump into another parallel. We're not going to call it parallel reality. We're just going to call it another reality, because people can get tripped up on the fact that it's parallel. We only say parallel, or the term parallel is only there because they're trying to use a word to get you to understand that it's also happening as this one is happening, just like any lifetime is. So that's just a word. It's just a word to use to say that there are so many other realities outside of this reality that you couldn't possibly even try to understand it. But here's the kicker, though. You aren't supposed to understand it. There are these things that people have discovered that you can do, and they're pretty much ancient, right? There are reasons why people jumped from timeline to timeline. I believe that there were certain quests and things that people went on dealing with time travel and all kinds of shit that was like needed to be done. And then people started doing it like as a recreational activity, which is a really bad idea, because you know where you're supposed to be now, right now. Just now, just right now, always be now. That's why Eckhart Tolle's famous book is called The Power of Now. We are supposed to be here and now in this moment and not worried about what the fuck is going on everywhere else.